Here we have the new and refreshed 2025 Lincoln Aviator. Now this one comes in the Reserve 2 trim level in pristine white metallic. And then we have light gray leather interior. For the powertrain, we get a 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine that's made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And just slight updates on the interior, or on the exterior, excuse me, but some pretty big ones on the interior. As we come around to the front end, it's gonna be the biggest change here that you notice from the outside. We do get the bigger grille, new lights. Love those daytime running lights and how they kind of go in the grill a little bit. They don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up. But they did a good job, again, just giving this a slight update while still making it look very good. Now this one also has the jet appearance package. These are going to be 22-inch aluminum wheels. Now I believe we get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. And then memory seat functions. We can hit this button for the lumbar support and the massage function here. And then pretty adjustable seat, as you can see. Everything moves up, down, and around. So a very, very configurable seat. Now we get one-touch up and down windows on all 4 doors. Power mirror controls are here. We have electronic child lock and rear window locks. And then folding side mirrors as well. And those do have blind spot monitors in them. Power door lock controls. So this is how you open the door electronically, and if for whatever reason you lose power, the manual latch is right there. But a Revel sound system. Pull this latch twice to open the hood. Headlamp controls, power lift gate. Pedals are there. 4-way tilt and telescoping power steering wheel. And there's a look at the seat itself. So seats pretty much carry over in terms of the adjustability, how they look as opposed to the 24 model. But I want to give a big thank you to Lincoln of Franklin for allowing me to review this Aviator today. I'll leave a link below in the description on this one in particular. But if you're looking to find the best price on one closer to home, just make sure you click on that second link down below. It takes a minute or two to fill out your information, and then I'll make sure your local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these. Rear blinds are here. And there is the second row seat. Let's see what we have back here in terms of space. Have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so pretty impressed here. And with the seat all the way back, I can barely feel the hairs of my kneecaps touching the back of the seat, so very impressed. Seat back pockets are on both sides. We have our rear AC controls here, so we can heat or cool the second row. And then we have our air quality, we can check that out. The climate controls themselves, you can do the second row and the third row, which I like. And then you even have access to the actual audio system here. Rear AC vents, 2 USB-C charge ports, a 110 3-prong household plug-in. Quick look at the front from back here. We do get the panoramic sunroof, so that's with the sunshade covering the roof. And then bottle holders are here, phone pockets, and additional storage. So I really like how they did that. Grab handles here, pretty nice size hook if you want to hang a plastic or metal hanger hook there. Let's go ahead and make our way towards the back. And I just realized I left the door locked, so. And again, those are electronic, so that's how you unlock or lock them. Well, I was thinking we had soft closed doors, but not on this one. Easy fuel there. Now to the back end, we do get the LED tail lamps. And you'll notice if you've seen the 24 model years, that pretty much looks identical to, again, the 24. But still a very nice look. So here's all of this one comes with all-weather mats included. So all that's back here. You can power fold your third row if you just want to put the left side up and then keep the right side down or whatever. And then USB-C charge ports are here, bottle holders. I like how they have lots of neat storage pockets throughout. 12 volts here. And I like this function because you can lift the entire seat with one fell swoop here, or you can do the right side or the left side. And that's what it looks like with the headrest up, but I'm gonna fold it down because these are taking up a bit of room. Just kind of scoot that back in here, and then we could take a look underneath the weather mat for the trunk space. So there's your additional storage there. And I love the soft chime you get when you close it. Now, dual exhaust here, you can see the parking sensors integrated in that rear bumper. Tow hitch is gonna be behind there. And there's your exhaust. Now over here to the rear passenger side, I'll show you how we can either click this button to move the seat up to make it easier to get to the front from the back there. Or if you want to fold it flat, pull up here, and pretty easy to do. Top anchors there, or the top tether's there for the back of the seat. The lower anchors are down here. Now I'm gonna try to get a nice close-up of what's important here. These windows are pretty tinted stock, and I like that, but I have to zoom in pretty close for you all to see what's on the window sticker. So this one gets you that heads-up display, Blue Cruise, all of that, that Ultima 3D sound system, and then that Jet appearance package is $3,000. This one stickers $80,590, and then we're getting 17 miles per gallon city, 25 highway here. And here is the front passenger seat. Again, we get that same adjustability. As you can see here, we don't have the memory seat for the front passenger, but everything else is the same. Have a little space here, ambient light, lockable glove compartment. And oh, I love this. This trim here looks fantastic. It's hard to really see it on the camera, but they did a very nice job with that. Haven't seen anything like that before. Now I've already hit the latch twice. So let's go ahead and pop this hood. And there is our twin turbo V6. Again, we get the 10-speed automatic transmission. And what's cool is here at Lincoln of Franklin, you do get an included lifetime powertrain warranty. So as long as you hold on to this vehicle, if for whatever reason the powertrain goes out on you and you've kept up with the maintenance, you'll be covered. I think you just pay like a small $100 deductible. But back in the driver's seat here, leather wrap steering wheel, horn sound there. Now this is gonna be the biggest change, all of this right here. But we'll start with the radio. So, good news and bad news, we get a really nice system here. Very intuitive, very easy to use, but all of your AC controls are now in the screen. So to get to that, you click here, you can choose the fan direction, turn the whole system off, and then you can adjust the temperature here for either side, and then you can sync and unsync right in there. But you also have the 3-stage heated cooled seats, which is nice, along with the auto function, and then you also have the heated steering wheel toggle, which is right there for the driver's side. But it's pretty easy to use once you get used to it. In terms of audio, you get your AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth. You also have the Google Assistant system with the Google Maps, so you get the Google News. Then you also have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. And then everything else is kind of in here. You can see your different options there. Now in your settings, you can go through here, your vehicle settings, all of that there. System settings, if you want to change your units of measurement, you can. If you want to change your language, updates, and all of that is in there too. And then your driver assistance system, if you want to change your cruise control, this is where you do it. Lane centering, all of that. So with all of the options you have with this vehicle, there's going to be a lot going on. Now ambient lighting, you can go in here and change the color if you so choose. And I love that it shows you where the lights are. So underneath here, in the doors, and the footwells, all of that. Nice animation there. And then you can also manually go into check your massage and lumbar support if you don't just want to hit the button that's on the side there. There's your backup camera. The guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. You also get that bird's eye view as well. And then I'm assuming you'd have a forward camera, but this is a reserve too, so maybe not. But you do have the trailer hitch view and all that there. Now down here is your shifter, still in the same spot. Park, reverse, neutral, drive. And then this is where, again, your AC controls used to be there, but now you just have everything that's here. So your auto stop toggle, traction control, and then your shortcuts for the camera. Okay, so there's the front camera there. Interesting, it wouldn't do it while I was in drive, but you can hit that button there and that pulls it up. And then you can toggle the parking chimes with that button. Volume knobs here, click there to mute. Your wireless charging pads there, you can see another ambient light there. USB-C, USB-A port, and then you can close all that up. Bottle holders, you can close all that up as well. And then your electronic parking brake as well as your drive mode switches here. So several drive modes: conserve, then we have excite, normal, and then you have your slippery and your deep conditions there. And center console cubby space is a very good size in my opinion, especially for the segment. You have that tray there, then you have a 12 volt, 2 USB-C ports. And here are your controls for the sunroof, sunglasses holder, and then your lights right in there. So as you can see there, pretty good opening. I'm gonna hit it one time, see how far it goes back. So that's one touch, pretty impressed. And that second time gets it back just a little further. There's a look at the back from up here. Garage door transmitter. Very nice vanity mirror. And then back to the steering wheel. Blinkers are behind. Lane keeping system, we can toggle that, push of a button. High beams, flash, and then we do have automatic wipers, so one time off, auto, low, high. We can adjust that auto sensitivity there, and our rear wipers here. Push back for that fluid, pull up for the front fluid. And then we do have the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel if you want to get a bit sportier of a drive. Your voice recognition is here, and then you can go through your track list or radio station presets, as well as your volume there. And then shortcuts for the sources within the actual screen, so I can hit that and you can see that the animations changes, which is one of my favorite things about the Lincolns. You can do that and then kind of changes the graphics there. But we can pull up the phone. Again, your audio sources, you can scroll through there. And then this changes your view on that right side. Now for the Blue Cruise system, you activate that, click here, everything here lights up, resume, set the speed, and over here you can adjust the gap for everything and cancel. And then you also have your graphics in the gauge cluster as well as the heads up display when you get that going. But push button starts here. Finally, here is our key fob with remote start. And next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Lincoln Aviator Reserve 2 out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Aviator here, these tend to ride pretty well just based on the platform, the length, wheelbase, all of that. Even on this rougher patch of road, I can feel the bumps, but they're not bothersome at all. I'm gonna turn this seat down. But I mean, what's great about these is they look fantastic inside and out. They drive great, especially in sport mode. And everything feels luxurious. I don't feel like they cut any corners with making this. The steering wheel feels fantastic. The seat, of course, with the leather, very comfortable, very adjustable, and with the massage function, it just takes it to another level. But driving dynamics so far are pretty good too. It doesn't feel as top heavy as you would think. And I've noticed also that the roof line seems to be lower than I would expect for something like this too. So that's just something interesting I found. And I have the seat as low as it'll go. Now in the Excite mode, this thing does drive pretty quickly. It's pretty harsh in a good way. It is the sport mode. But in the normal mode here, I like it because you do get that balance of good acceleration. It's still trying to somewhat maximize your fuel economy. It's not necessarily the conserve drive mode where it's just doing its best to make sure you're getting light acceleration and maximizing the fuel economy. But again, if you have a light foot, this is probably the best way to go anyway, because when you need it, you can put your foot into it. But sound acoustics are great. Not hearing any noise so far. I'll test it when I get on the interstate here momentarily, but so far, even as I'm passing other vehicles, I'm not hearing myself pass them. But I'm gonna put it in a sport mode now, and we're gonna see how it does getting on the interstate. Gonna leave myself a little bit of space. All right, here we go. So yeah, it's quick. It has a twin turbo V6. I wouldn't expect anything less. But into the conserve mode, I'm gonna test out the adaptive cruise here. And I will actually extend this drive a little bit. So we're gonna set the speed to about 75 here. Let's make sure the lane keeping system is on. So it says the lane centering is not available right now. And it's because it can't see me with the camera. So that's one of the issues whenever I do a test drive like this, especially with the POV camera. It doesn't like to pick up my face. And part of it's because I'm leaning so far back for that wider angle. But the Blue Cruise system is pretty good. I've used it quite a bit with the Mach-E I have. That is bugging me though. So I'll lean up a little bit. Let's see if that helps. That is a nuisance, so. Anyways, everything about this is, it's so luxurious. And again, this is the Reserve 2. This isn't even a black label or anything like that. It has everything that I could want. And I'm sure the black label just has some things I didn't know that I wanted. But I mean, everything from the massage function, the roof, the Blue Cruise, everything that you get on this Aviator is top tier. The drive modes, the powertrain. So you think for this amount of money, that's expensive, but honestly, it's pretty reasonably priced for everything else in the market. I think about the Cadillac XT6, and this, it's just a different animal in my opinion, so I wouldn't even compare it to that. But overall, a fantastic SUV. And again, the powertrain is really what makes this, on top of everything else. But I want to give one more huge thank you to Lincoln of Franklin for allowing me to review this Aviator today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And again, if you're looking to find the best price on one of these in your area, just click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out the information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these. But I have no complaints, as I didn't last year for the 24 model, but this 25 just takes it up another level, and there's just more to love about this car. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Lincoln Aviator Reserve 2.